talk. I gotta tell what I feel. I gotta talk about my life as I see it.
I'm the illest nigga alive. Watch me prove it. I snapped your crown with your head still attached to it.
Come on, man. This is God-given. Only thing I gotta do is just show up.
Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for
Prophecies with the Prophet.
Make some noise, people. Finally, we're at election day and we can go on with the rest of our lives, people. How's everybody doing? Welcome back to the Prophecies. I am your host, the one and only Prophet. What's up, Tara? What's up, Janine? What's up, Danielle? How's everybody doing today, man? Let me know in the chat if the visuals are clear, if y'all can hear me clearly. Let me know what the word is, man. How's everybody doing? We're in for an eventful show tonight, I just want to say. It's going to be an eventful show tonight, man. But thank you, everybody who's now tuned in. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button. Like and share the video. Say something in the chat so I can see who's all rocking and rolling with me tonight. Thank y'all for taking the time out from the election. It's going to be going on all night, people. And coming to join the Prophet, and tonight's topic is women should never trust men. And I seen y'all going ham in the comments. And we're going to get into those in a minute. But I do have a couple things to address before we get into tonight's show, man. Now, first and foremost, I need to call some of y'all to the pulpit, man. I had seen a lot of people up and down my Facebook timeline, on Instagram, whatever it may be, shouting out this Tyler Perry show, Beauty in the Black, whatever it's called. And I seen, what's up, Tina Renee? And I seen people like, Tyler Perry's on some P. Valley shit. I'm hooked. I can't wait till next season. This is what I need y'all people to do, man. All those people that were on that line of this shit is great, the Beauty and the Black shit, the exit is like to the left and down the hall. I need y'all to go ahead, like, because this is obviously not the show for you. If y'all think that was great, I'm so confused. First of all, that's entirely disrespectful to the P. Valley show. P. Valley is a great show. It's great writing. It's great actors and actresses. It's greatly shot. Can we stop the nonsense? What's up, Tanya King? I see you in the chat. What's up, Danielle? I need to know. What's up, Barb? I see you in the chat. Welcome to the Prophecies. I need to know who was on that train of Beauty in the Black was great. Because I need y'all to. This is a highly educational, highly talented show right here. This is not for the ratchetness. Like, this is my issue with it, man. It's so over dramatic that it's like borderline coonery. Like I'm from the hood. We do some ratchet shit. We got some toxic shit going on, but the level of drama, it was not okay, Janine. Stop it. The level of drama that was over there is beyond retarded. Janine, tell me if this was okay then. I believe this is like, see, I can remember this shit verbatim. This is how predictable the show is. The show is highly predictable. You can tell what's going to happen. I was like, yo, she about to get hit. Yo, this about to happen. Come on, man. Listen, there's one scene where he's sitting in the car with Shorty, right? And he kept on telling her not to go to the hospital to see the girl that got the bad BBL job. First of all, we ain't gonna talk about how they was in the hospital with no IVs and no doctors. Nothing was happening over there in that hospital. But the main important part of this scene is she's leaving the hospital. He pulls up on her. He tell her to get in the car. He's telling her, yo, didn't I tell you to come here X, Y, and Z? And then he's like, you know you got to get punished for this, right? This is all I need to know, man. Yes, Danielle. Like, what the fuck was that? What's up, Angelia? We gonna get into some shit tonight, so I hope y'all are prepared, man. Tina Renee. It's called Beauty in the Black, and I believe it's on Netflix. All right, so listen. He's in the car with Shorty, right? And then he tell her to get out and go stand in front of the ambulance. First of all, they still in front of the hospital, right? He tell her to go stand in front of the ambulance so he can run her over. And guess what she did, y'all? Somebody in the chat, y'all seen it. Tell the people what she did. She got out of the car and she went and stood in front of the ambulance so he can run her over. Like, who the fuck would ever even do some shit like that? First of all, you ain't gonna run nobody over in front of a hospital. Secondly, who gets out of the car and goes stands in front of something so somebody can run you over? I need answers, people. I need answers because the shit was like outrageously. It's like the dramatics, the gay shit. It's so much unnecessariness going on in this show. Don't ever disrespect P. Valley again. Please don't ever disrespect P. Valley. I love P. Valley. Don't ever disrespect P. Valley again, saying Tyler Perry's on some P. Valley shit, and this shit is great, and I can't wait till next season, and X, Y. Stop it! I need y'all to stop it. Please, please, please. Please, stop it. She was scared he would have jabbed. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He would have had to drag me out. I'm not going to, on my own, go stand in front of the car so you can run me over. It was the dumbest shit I ever seen in my life, man. Yes, we do want to support Tyler Perry as a black man, but I seen somebody say Tyler Perry needs to be stopped, and I was telling them that the only reason that Tyler Perry is allowed to get away with this shit because the people still support it in droves, and it still runs up the numbers. People still watch the shit. That's why he's allowed to get away with it. And on my last question, because we got a lot to get into tonight. So my last question is this. Why Tyler Perry has his own huge studio grounds in Atlanta. Something big, like big, as big as or like big enough like the Hollywood studios in LA. But why is it that when things are shot on the Hollywood studios in LA, we can't really tell that it's a fake house or whatever the place is? We can't really tell that it's fake. On the Tyler Perry shit, you can tell from the shot that this is some fake shit. Like, who's shooting this shit? Did somebody shoot this shit with their iPhone? What has happened? I need y'all to stop it. I need him to stop it. This shit has to stop. We cannot let this continue. We cannot let this continue. Indeed, he went extremely too far, Danielle. He went off the fucking cliff. He went off the fucking cliff, man. But, like I was saying, man, we're not doing that over here. This is the Prophecies. This is an educational show. No. I'm all good with entertainment, but coonery and buffoonery, I cannot co-sign. It makes my brain hurt. That's like going outside. This is something I'm going to tell y'all. That's like going outside, right? And you see somebody run like head first into a wall. Now, as you get older, you might not laugh at them. You might not say, you stupid motherfucker. But I can't turn my brain off from seeing what I just saw. Like my brain is gonna say, that stupid motherfucker. Like, what the fuck is wrong with people? Like, my brain just won't go there to accept like stupidity. It doesn't allow, it doesn't allow it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Barb. I feel like the shit was shot on the iPhone. I don't understand what's happening. Like, they gotta fix it. Something's gotta happen. All right, so I want to get into a quick story time before we get into tonight's topic of women should never trust men. What's up, Helen? I see you in the chat. Um, Earlier today, I had a conversation with a little old white lady, y'all. Now, she had to be about 70, mid 70s, something like that. Little sweet old white lady. She said she was a teacher at an independent school and they were trying to find funding for Black history, like classes and things of that nature, so the kids can learn Black history. So she was asking me, like, how did you learn um, Black history and things of that nature? And I was trying to tell her that when I was a kid, like when I was like 7 or 8, around 7 or 8, my dad bought me the whole set of encyclopedias. So I'm like the little nerdy kid. Like my dad bought me a set of encyclopedias, and I was always like reading and learning on my own outside of the shit that was taught in school because I was trying to let this teacher know that no, I wasn't taught a lot of Black history and things of that nature in school. A lot of things that I know is from my own like learning and reading outside of the classroom. I always tell people school is gives you the tools to teach you how to learn things, but you have to learn other things on your own outside of that. They have their own little curriculum that they have to stick to, but there's a multitude of things that you have to learn outside of school on your own. And we were just having a conversation about learning and things of that nature and why people or how people don't want to continue to learn. And that's why I always try to push it on y'all to continue to learn. It's imperative, man. It's extremely imperative. All right, last on the list before we get into tonight's topic, I need y'all to put some prayers in the chat because I don't know if everybody saw my last, well, not the last one, but the domestic violence topic that we did. I had two young ladies that had came on the show that night, and one of them, Des, you couldn't see her face, but you heard her speaking. She was talking about her experiences with her first baby father and how they were young and it was volatile and things of that nature. But my point of that is to say that her baby father was killed the other day by his wife. So put some prayers in the chat because not only did he leave behind the three girls that she has from him, also he has seven other children. So now that's 10 children that have to go on without a father. Um, and knowing that their father was murdered by his wife. So put some prayers in the chat for Des and those 10 children and everybody that's involved in the situation. It's a crazy situation. They're still trying to figure out the who's, how's, and whys. But yeah, he was killed, and now all these children don't no longer have a father. So put some prayers in the chat and in the comment section, and we're going to get into this episode tonight of Women Should Never Trust Men. Seeing y'all going rampant in the comments. I saw y'all. I saw y'all going rampant in the comments. Thank y'all for putting the prayers up. Where should we begin, man? All right, I'll play a little video, and then we'll break down this topic, and then we'll go through some of the comments that y'all had posted, man. see if I can find a video for y'all. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button as y'all come in and say something in the chat, so I can see who's all rocking and rolling tonight. And let me know in the chat, in the comment section as well. How's everybody doing in general? It's rough times right now. Let me see what's happening, man. But here's the video, and then y'all can post y'all thoughts in the chat, man. Here we go.
I have ventured off of what I'm used to. I don't trust a man that doesn't have boundaries. And not to say that I need a man to put me in my place, but I want to recklessly trust and respect you. And if you're wavering, I can't trust you. If you're looking for outward validation, I can't trust you. If you're looking to go show your family that I'm the big bad wolf, I don't trust you.
Right.
You know, so if it may not feel good, and I've actually had this conversation before where it's like, look, like if the answer is no, then tell me no and say it from your chest. You know what I'm like, mean it, like really mean it. And I think that a lot of the times what people do is, or what men do is, they don't want to hurt feelings. They don't want to make you upset. They don't want to whatever. Well, that's what leadership is. Leadership does not mean perfection. Sometimes leadership comes with some heat. And I may be cussing you out in my mind out of respect. I would never speak it from my mouth. But in my mind, it really makes me be like, oh, okay, my man knows where he's going. I trust your lead. I'll follow you anywhere, you know, and I feel like that's.
All right, people, let me know y'all thoughts on the video in the chat and in the comment section. I want to say the biggest point that stuck out from that video for me is she used the word wary. Now, what that means is, no, you shouldn't trust a man who's unsure of himself, who's unsure of his commitment to you, who's unsure of where he's trying to lead you, or even if he's trying to lead you in life. So if a man is wary, how can you trust him if he's uncertain? That's the point of that video. Do not trust a man who is wary. What is y'all thoughts on the video? Let me know in the chat. Now, when I brought up this topic, I seen where y'all was going in the comments, and we're gonna get to those. Y'all was wild. y'all went off the deep end, but y'all had a lot to say, so I appreciate that. But what I meant by this is, I hear a lot of times of women saying, well, he misled me, or I didn't know he was X, Y, and Z. And a lot of these times be because I seen somebody post a question like, how could you get, like, you trust a man to get you pregnant and have his baby before you marry him? So you would trust a man to get you pregnant before he marries you. And that has been, for most people, the tradition that we've been following like for years, since I was a kid, or since the beginning of the time. We in our culture, families like Black families, we've seen the woman get pregnant before she got married. So it's like the trust of that, you think, you believe in that man is going to be a leader, be a provider, be a father, and now we have all these single women, or single mothers. I mean, now we have all these single mothers because you meet a man. It's gotta be trust. You trusted him. You having sex with them, raw dog, and going through 9 months of pregnancy. So is it careless? Yes, but when did abortions, and that's a part of this election in some kind of form or fashion, but when did abortions go out of style? And I don't mean to be harsh when I say that, but I can't remember the last time somebody said they went and got an abortion. For the most part, if somebody gets pregnant in this day and time, they're just having a baby. I cannot remember the last time I've seen or heard somebody say they went and got an abortion, or they had an abortion, or somebody got an abortion. I can't remember the last time I heard it. What I'm asking is, Why would you trust a man to get you pregnant, but not only get you pregnant, you choose to keep and have the baby? Like it'd be like y'all months in, you don't even really know this guy, but you get pregnant and then you choose to have the baby, and then they be surprised when he doesn't stick around or it doesn't work out, and that leads to all these single mothers. So y'all let me know, y'all thoughts on that, man. Yes, it's careless, but it's also trust, because you have to trust somebody to allow them to smash you raw, and you have to trust somebody to get pregnant and keep the baby. Um, Tina Renee says I didn't have the money for one. That's understandable. What was his? He didn't contribute. Neither nobody had family. Like these are things that happens, and a lot of times people don't speak out, like the same in a domestic violence situation, and so you just go on and have the baby, and then you end up a single mother. But there's a lot of layers to this, so don't don't stay on that, Helen. There's a lot of layers we're going to get to in this whole factor of women not should where the women shouldn't trust men. So I'll start here. When men, wait a minute, who didn't give him that option? Tanya King, who didn't give him that option? You didn't give him that option. You didn't give him the option of abortion, or you didn't give him the option of smashing you raw, or you didn't give him the option of meeting somebody and smashing before you get to know them. I'm asking what option wasn't given. But my point is this, man. When most men, and I'm saying this because I'm speaking from experience, and I've observed and watched men and women my whole life. When most men meet women, it is because of the optics. Like they see the woman, they're attracted, and they want to smash. So you know when a man is coming towards you or coming to trying to holler at you, he ain't coming to put no ring on your finger. He coming because he liked how your ass looked at in them leggings, and he want to see what that cootie cat feel like. He want to see what that cootie. And this is what I'm asking. You should know a man's intentions. Now, will his intentions stay there? No, his intentions can grow, and y'all could come to like each other and be in a relationship or whatever. But I'm speaking of his first initial intentions. Do y'all not know that and like see that and like catch it? All right, she's saying she didn't give him the option to keep it or not. So was he a father? Like how did that play out? Let me know the details. Not if you want to mess, just say so. That's a lie. All right. Tanya Renee says, in my case, the condom broke. Okay, so in your case, if the condom broke, how long were y'all together? And was there a conversation of what we should do next? And what did you have it in your mind? Like, all right, the condom broke, I'm pregnant, um, I'm possibly going to be a single mother. Like, what was your decision in the whole? Like, what was your decision process? What was your decision process? I'll be wanting the same thing. So y'all nasty. Y'all talk about me and everybody say sexist and everything, but y'all just as nasty. And I'm not mad at y'all for being nasty. The only problem here is the trust part, that thinking that men are in it to win it and they're here to stick around, when those intentions were clear that he just wanted to smash. And even if the intentions wasn't clear, doesn't history show us, like, haven't we all witnessed our friends, our mothers, our sisters, just people in general? Haven't we all witnessed that youth of letting somebody smash and then you pregnant at like 16, 17, you have a baby, now you're a single mom. Haven't we all seen that process a million times to know what it is, but everybody keeps going down the same rabbit hole? That's what I'm asking, man. So when it comes to women should never trust men, I'm asking y'all if the man's intentions are of attraction or of I want to smash, why do women 2 weeks later be like, no, that's my bae, that's my boo, that's my man, X, Y, and Z? I always tell y'all, you got to get to know somebody in every season before you can claim them. People be putting these claims on people. We just started talking. We only know each other for a couple weeks to a couple months. How do you get to these points so fast? And I'm not saying that you can't feel like you might have feelings for this person, but the time still needs to be put in. Like, I even was talking to my son recently about loyalty and what that looks like. And everybody can say that they're loyal to you, but you don't know that until the loyalty is tested. I'm a believer and I don't trust anybody. So until we go through some shit and I see how you handle it and I see how you carry yourself and I see that I can trust you, I trust you as far as I can throw you. And that goes to anybody, men, women, children, whoever it may be. I don't trust anybody until you show me that I can trust you. And even then, I'm still like, I'm still a little bit wary. I'm still a little bit wary. Exactly. You can know somebody for years and still don't know them. That's why I'd be like, for the most part, like, you have to be able to categorize people. So it's like, I may trust you to, we play ball together. All right. I trust you as a teammate. We play ball. I don't trust you to be around my kids, so I don't know you like that. I'll be feeling like people automatically give everybody their full trust, automatically be having everybody in every situation of their life. And it's like you have to build trust. I seen somebody, and we'll get to the comments in a second. I seen somebody in the comments say, trust should be built. And I believe that. I believe that trust should be built and earned. I'm not just giving you my 100% trust right off the bat. Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? I'm not doing it. Yes, people don't disclose things about themselves all the time. And that's my point. So if you know that people don't disclose themselves, why are you trusting them? You already know this. It's a shit you already know, man. What should be, Janae? Should it be 100% trust from the rip? Should people be trusting 100% from the rip? I don't believe that. Let's see what Helen's talking about, man. She says, "Don't people know screwing raw brings about some things they aren't ready for, and I ain't going for it. We was in the heat of the moment. I'm offering that nigga rubber." Um, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. I think a lot of times people do get caught up in a moment, and we all have those times. But even getting caught up in a moment, I'm pulling out, man. I'm pulling out. Y'all be wild. Y'all be wild. They just be like, fuck it. We already out of bounds. Go all the way. No, I've seen this. I've seen this movie before. I'm pulling the fuck out. They be wild. All right, let's see what's happening here, man. You can't what, Helen? What you saying you can't do? Trust should be built. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Trust should be built, man. Trust should be built, man. Where is the line where y'all just start believing what the guy tell you, man? If a guy show up and he taking you out on a couple dates, you might have met his mom. You might have met his mom. Y'all went on vacation or whatever. Where's the line where y'all just say, "All right, from this day on, I believe everything this nigga tell me"? Where is that line at? I need to know where is that line at. Because that'd be wild. Definitely should be built and earned, Janine. I need to know where that line is. Somebody tell me where that line is, where y'all start trusting men. Because if I was a woman, boy, please. If I was a woman, I wouldn't, like, do y'all still do the shit where when you first meet them, you get them to pick you up from somebody else's house? Nobody don't do that no more. Everybody just come to your curb and pick you up. Like, people don't even do the regular basic shit no more. People just go right in. People just go right in, man. Yeah, people just go right in, man. What I'm saying is, like, when you meet a man, vet that nigga out. Ask him some questions. A lot of times y'all don't even ask questions. Y'all just get somebody be like, "Yo, I just met him. I'm getting to know him." Like, I even had a conversation earlier and somebody said, "Yo, you didn't tell me because you ain't asked me shit." What the fuck are we talking about? What are we talking about? You gotta ask. you gotta ask. She was like, "I told you a lot of shit. You ain't told me that because you didn't ask me shit." you gotta ask. Y'all just be like caught up in the moment, like it's dinner, we on a date. No, ask that nigga some questions. Ask that nigga some questions, man. Ask that nigga some questions, man. That's the only way you get to know some shit. And even if the nigga's lying, start to do your own research, man. See who that nigga's posting on his page. See who that nigga live with. See what's going on. I agree with that. Tanya King, if your actions ain't matching what the shit you saying, you lying. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. Well, let's get into, let me see if I can find my phone so we can get into some of these comments y'all was going rampant about, man. Shout out to everybody that posted on the Uncensored Minds Facebook page. Let's get into some of these comments. Does anybody have any questions? Put those in the chat, man. I can't believe y'all just out here trusting niggas willy-nilly, man. As they take you on a date. That's outrageous, man. I would never trust these niggas. Niggas be lying. They just trying to get some box. I used to be that nigga. I tell y'all the truth because I used to be that nigga. Like, indeed, I'll start out trusting until you do something to bring my intent. No, I'm not starting out trusting. Let's see, that's a problem right there. Don't start out trusting. Make the nigga earn your trust. Always think somebody lying until they prove you wrong. Man. That's how I carry it. You gotta prove to me that you're trustworthy before I trust you. I'm not just trusting you. Yes, people do lie when you ask them questions. That's why you gotta y'all gotta learn the tricks, man. Here's the tricks, man. So here's the tricks, man. So it's like, say you ask him a question and you feel like he might have lied about it. Do your own digging and then ask the question again. Like, I've seen people say they met men before that said they ain't had no kids, right? And then you go over his crib and you see pictures of kids. Yeah, and don't ask them. Don't be like, "Yo, I thought you said you ain't had no kids." But like, "Oh, this is cute. How old is this? Such and such." And then they be like, "This is my son, such and such." That's how you catch him in the fucking lie. That's how you catch him in the fucking lie, man. It's easy and simple shit that can be done, man. Nah, I'm always meddling. I ain't say be Scooby Doo in the crew. I ain't say be Scooby Doo in the crew. I'm just saying pay attention, man. I'm saying pay attention, man. Yes, you definitely should do your own research and find stuff out. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ask the question a couple times or in different ways, and then that's how you catch people up in their lives, man. No, the trust does not come when you start communicating. The trust comes when you prove that you are trustworthy. Nah, I still don't trust them at the 4.5 years. I know that's right. See, Helen, you better follow Danielle's. You better follow Danielle's rule. I'm never trusting nobody completely. Even when they show me that they've been trustworthy, I'm going to trust you to an extent until we go through X, Y, and Z, and I see that, then my trust will lean to you more and more and more. But you know who I trust? Me. I trust me. That's who. I trust me. Nah, I used to work for a PI. See, I can't be dealing with y'all. Y'all the feds. y'all the feds, man. All right, but there was a poll on the Uncensored Minds Facebook page, and it uh came out to like 7 to 5 of women saying yes, they do trust men, and 5 saying no, they don't trust men. So for the most part, y'all are saying that y'all trust men. Who showed y'all that men was trustworthy? Who showed y'all that men was trustworthy? That's what I want to know. Was it your father? Was it your brother? Was it your friends? Was it your husband? Was it your boyfriend? Was it your man? Who showed y'all, since the poll was an agreement of trusting men? Who was the man that showed you that men were trustworthy? And I mean this on a grand scale because I'm not mad if you trust your brother. But just because you trust your brother, that don't mean you trust men. Don't be trusting these niggas out here in the streets. Don't be trusting anybody. Sometimes I don't trust myself. That is another issue right there, man. That is another issue right there. Because if you're a person who doesn't trust men, it's because you know that you picked the wrong men. So you shouldn't trust yourself. You need to look inward and do some work and figure out why you don't trust your own choices. Because I'm always going to trust my own self. Because I don't, like, I'm not impulsive. Any decision I make, I thought about it, I strategized about it before I did it. What the 5 said? What, that they don't trust men? She said my daddy is the one who told me I should trust men. And this is another huge key in this topic because your daddy should put trust in you. But your daddy should also have told you not to trust men. Because I have always told my daughter, since she was a little baby girl and able to talk and understand what the fuck I'm saying, I've always told her, daughter, and I talk to my daughter like this. I keep it real with her. I always tell my daughter, like, don't trust these niggas. They only really just want to smash you. That's how I talk to my daughter. I keep it a bean and I talk to my daughter like a real fucking person. I tell her, they really just want to smash you. Don't trust these niggas. And she didn't listen. And now she's finding out. Yeah. So what does it have to do with Tina Renee if it doesn't have anything to do with the man? Why you don't trust yourself? So you just don't trust yourself in general? Why would you not trust yourself in general? Are you not sure of yourself? Are you not sure of who you are and the decisions you make in general in life? Shout out to you, Janine. She said, my dad said, don't trust these motherfuckers. But you would still trust them motherfuckers. Why don't y'all listen? That's why I ask. Why don't y'all listen, man? If anybody wants to come on and share their story or speak on the subject, the link is in the description of the video and at the top of this chat as well. Y'all gotta start coming on and telling y'all shit, man. Because people need to hear your experience. They be thinking I'm just making shit up. Helen said my mama and dad told me that, and I tell my kids, as you should. But you also just said earlier that you trust people, so you're not listening. When are we going to start listening, people? That's all I ask. When are we going to start listening? Let's go through some of the comments, man. Y'all was going ham. Let's see, man. All right. Now somebody said, speaking for myself, I have been with this man for almost 40 years. And can I fully trust him? With the question marks. It says, I trust him with certain things, but as far as wanting to entertain another individual, no, I don't, because he is human, just as I am. That's a good point. But I will never put myself in a situation or even give a clue as to he can't trust me. But I tell you this, my grandparents say, don't put all your trust in something or someone you can't have access to whenever you want to. The only distance should be accepted if they're in the military, and then you still can't trust them. So to answer the question, as far as the eye can see. All right, so I guess the gist of what she's saying is people are human, and so people are going to, you're not in control of people. That's always one of my points, man. You're not in control of people. People are going to do what they're going to do. So trust yourself, man. But let me know in the chat, Tina Renee, why don't you trust yourself? Yeah, Janine, y'all fucking hard headed. When y'all gonna stop being hard headed, man? At some point, you gotta start being hard headed, man. You gotta stop it. At some point, you gotta stop it, man. All right. Somebody else said trust has to be earned on both sides. I believe that. That's where I think it should start. That's definitely where I think it should start. Okay. The next person said it depends on their character. What do y'all define as trustworthy character? Do y'all believe that a trustworthy character is a man that provides and take care of you? Or is it how he treats you, how he carries you? What is trustworthy character in y'all definition? What is y'all definition for a trustworthy character? Let me know in the chat and in the comment section. What is y'all definition for a trustworthy or trustworthy characteristics? I guess, Ellen, if that's how you want to define it, because I'm not trusting with no limitations. I don't trust you at all. Earned means like this. How can somebody earn your trust? So it's life experiences. So it's life experiences. Like, say we get into something, and we in the car and the cops pull us over. Now I'm going to be watching your behavior. I'm going to watch how you carry it. If you carry it like it's all on me, you don't care if I get in trouble, I can't fucking trust you. The thing that women do is be like, it was him, he did it. That's why I say, I don't know, whatever. You know, you got to have my back, is what I'm saying. If the person doesn't have your back in life experience situations, then how can you trust them? That's how trust is earned. A person has to have your back in situations and not leave you hanging. A person has to communicate with you and not leave you hanging. You see how when people go ghost when you want to communicate, and then they come back around when they think it's over, that is not earning somebody's trust. Earning somebody's trust is you go through life experience and the person has your back. That's how you earn trust. All right, she's saying that this is her characteristics, being completely and wholeheartedly honest. I'm not mad at that. I see a man that everyone loves and talks about good, talking like his ass off. That's a fact. That's a fact. That does happen, Tanya King. And you know what? As long as you peep game, the rest of those suckers that fall for they're going to have their time where they either wake up or they don't. I wouldn't say snitch on them because we don't believe in ratting over here. We don't believe in ratting over here. But at some point in time, you can only lie for so long until somebody pulls the rug from up under you, man. And if people choose not to see it, that's on them, man. But it's always going to come out. It's always going to come out, man. You just have to choose to see it or not. All right, let's see what else we got here, man. All right, the next person says a man is not a liar and a cheat. Oh, I guess this is saying a trustworthy man is not a liar and a cheater. A man respects his woman and does not lie and act like a deception piece of shit. I can die. Y'all just going off emotions and this joke. Is there logical answers over here? Is there logical answers over here? Or are we just emotionally responding, man? That's what I'm saying, Angelia. There's no need to snitch because they be knowing. They be knowing. They just choose to ignore it. Yeah. If you pay attention long enough, even a person talking a good game and lying their ass off, if you use your brain, you'll be able to see through those lies, man. It's like this. It's like a person. I'm gonna give y'all an example. It's like a person being like, "Yo, I'm gonna come see you such and such. We gonna do X, Y, and Z." Every 2 or 3 days they say this. Yo, but I'm gonna come see you. We gonna do X, Y, and Z. Yo, I'm telling you, I'm gonna come see you. We gonna. Then they never fucking do it. At some point, it's like a little kid waiting for their dad to come pick them up, and the nigga always lying. It's this the same shit. You just have to pay attention to it, man. If a person is always telling you something, but they're never following through, you should be able to see through that shit that they are a fucking liar. How can you not see that shit? It's right there in front of your face, man. All right. Now the next person is saying, I learn to trust. Every man is not like the next man. You still have some good men left, like the one I have. Oh, that's so beautiful. That's cute. And if you have learned to trust, and if you feel like your man is trustworthy, that's great. I didn't say don't trust any man. I'm speaking in the general sense of you just meeting somebody and then you giving them your full trust without them earning it. That's the sense and that's the purpose of this topic. The trust has to be earned and built. Don't just meet somebody and wholeheartedly give them your trust and believe everything they tell you. Let them stand on the shit they say. Let them prove that they are worthy of being trusted. This is what I'm saying, huh? Yeah, that's what the lady was saying in the video. Say it with your chest. If you ain't gonna do it, just say I ain't gonna fucking do it. Don't let a nigga run circles around y'all. Don't let a nigga run circles. That's the whole point of this topic, man. Don't let a nigga run circles. Men know how to do that because most times when women, and we'll say this on the opposite end for women, the women's side of it. But most time for women, when they like somebody, they get enamored and they just believe everything he says. He says he was gonna buy me a house. He said we're gonna get married. He said he's gonna leave his wife. He said we're going on vacation. He said we're going on a date. He said he's gonna take me shopping. When he gonna start doing some of this shit? Like when? When he gonna do the shit? When is this shit gonna start happening? That's should be the next question. When, motherfucker, when? Stop telling everybody what the motherfucker said he was gonna do. Start asking the nigga, when, nigga, when? When? Start asking the nigga when. Let's see what else we got over here, man. Let's see what's happening. All right. Somebody else says, I really would like to, but there's too many broken promises. Well, this is what we're speaking of. There's too many broken promises and infidelities that make them untrustworthy. If honesty meant anything to that man, then I would say yes. But then again, there are other things that should be specified. Trust him with my life, trust him with my kids, trust him to take care of business, maybe. But personal, no. So, thank you, Danielle. Do y'all think that y'all have categories? This is what I spoke about earlier. I will separate you into certain categories. Like when I was younger, could I trust you to watch my daughter? If I was talking to a girl, could I trust you to watch my daughter? Yeah. Would I trust you to be in a relationship with you? Probably not. But I can trust you to be with my daughter. I know your character. I know my daughter's going to be here safe. You're going to watch her X, Y, and Z. But do I trust you as a partner? That's different. So you can compartmentalize in certain areas, and a lot of times that gets lost in translation, and people just go from, no, if I trust them with everything. No, I trust you with some shit. I don't trust you with everything. What does this mean? Tanya King. A lot of women are single because we have eye game and said fuck it. What does eye game mean? You got caught up on a nigga. You was in lust. You was in lust and said fuck it. Yeah, don't let the lust fool you, man. Don't let the lust fool you. In my past life, man, when I was younger, I'll say my teenage years, man, I could completely have sex with a girl or a woman and not have any trust for her. But as you get older, you gotta be like more mindful and more careful of shit like that. You can't just be reckless. And you gotta learn at some point. You would think that at some point wisdom, discernment, discipline, all these things would come into play as you get older to not just be reckless and careless as you were when you were young. At some point that has to stop. Or at some point that should stop. Some people do that shit forever, and that's wild because it's dangerous. You play with your life. If y'all see my Meg the Stallion video, it's dangerous. So no. She's saying, I hate a nigga that tells me I got you and don't got shit. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's why I said, man, don't let the nigga say it. Say, show me, nigga. Lying and not trust or time worthy. That's a fact. Yeah, man, believe what you see, not what the motherfucker say, man. Believe what you see, not what the motherfucker say, man. Let's see what else we got over here, man. All right, another person says black men will always be trusted. Y'all help me out here. Do y'all agree? Y'all following? Where's the comments at? Say something in the chat, people. Are y'all live? Hello. She said black men will always be trusted. That's a general statement to all black men. Are y'all on board? Yay or nay? Yay or nay? Y'all agreeing with that? Yay or nay? Yay or nay? Do y'all agree with that? That's what I'm talking about, Tiger King. That's gotta be bullshit. Oh man, that's gotta be bullshit. I was single for a long time because of the lying and not being able to trust. All right, this is what I want to employ to y'all. As far as because of the lying, man, you have to make a man feel comfortable enough that he can tell you the truth. Because a lot of times y'all be lying too. Now we can call cat. You know, y'all can not cat if you want to, but a lot of times y'all be lying too. So if you want a man to not lie, make sure you're providing the space for him to be truthful. Make sure you're being honest. And then that should afford him the space to be truthful. Some niggas is liars. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. A lot of niggas, most niggas is liars. Most niggas are liars. I'll tell you the truth. Most niggas are liars. But there are some good ones that will tell you the truth if they feel comfortable enough that they can tell you the truth. See, I'm at the age now where I don't give a fuck. So I'll just tell the truth because I don't give a fuck. But if you afford the space for somebody to tell you the truth, a lot of niggas will tell you the truth if they feel comfortable enough, man. I'm not mad at that 90%, Tina Renee. That's what I'm saying. Most people do have to be comfortable with themselves. Thank you. That was the point in the video when she said a man who is weary. So if that man is weary, then no, he's not comfortable with himself. This is what you have to ask yourself, or this is what you have to observe in these men. Is he comfortable with telling you how he feels? Is he comfortable with answering your questions? Is he a comfortable man in his life? Is he comfortable around other people? Where's his comfortability lie at? Like, watch him. Watch the nigga like a hawk. And everything will be revealed to you. All you gotta do is watch him and listen. You ask a nigga a question 45 times, he's still like, I don't know. Let me think about it. Why we gotta talk about that? You do that shit when you were a teenager. Like, I used to do that shit when I was like 15 or 16. I'm not talking about none of this shit. It's emotional. I'm gonna go play ball. That was 15 or 16. In January, I'll be 45. I'm not doing that. If you ask me a question, I'll answer your fucking question. Whether you like the answer, whether it hurts your feelings, whatever it may be, I'm going to speak my truth. She's talking about if I gotta watch him, I don't want him. Then you don't want nobody. stay single then, man. Stay single and find you a link up partner, man. Because you should be watching your partner. And I don't mean watch them like a fed, but I mean watch them so you can know their patterns. Like, watch them so you can understand them. You're supposed to watch your partner so you can know their likes, their dislikes. How do you not want to watch your partner? You have to watch your partner. That's a part of it. Yeah, that's a part of it, man. Yeah, the yelling part, that's untrustworthy activity as well, man. First of all, I don't do yelling. I don't do arguments. I don't do it. You'll be yelling and arguing by your motherfucking self. We can have a conversation. We can talk about anything. I'm not fucking yelling. Because I feel like I'm a volatile. I feel like it's a volatile situation when yelling comes into play, and I don't want any parts because volatile going to meet volatile. So let's just not. Yeah, I don't partake in the yelling or the argument. We could talk. Let's be adults and let's talk like a fucking normal human being. No, I don't mean watch them like sneaky. I mean pay attention. Like, this is my partner. I want to learn you. I want to understand you. That's what I mean. Everything ain't out the window. Don't jump out the window. Don't jump out the window, man. I definitely laugh so I don't go to jail as well, Tina Renee. I definitely laugh so I don't go to jail as well, man. All right. Another person is saying people, period, are untrustworthy. And I'll agree with that because both sides can be untrustworthy. Both sides can be untrustworthy. So this would be my homework for y'all, man. When you meet somebody new, are you completely honest? Are you completely comfortable with your level of honesty? Do you provide that same energy towards them so they can feel that way? Because a lot of times, this is what women will say. Well, men should just come out from the gate, and if he only wanted to fuck, he should have just said he only wanted to fuck. And that's easy to say, but when a nigga come out and say, "Yo, I only just want to fuck," then the girl gonna be like, "Nigga, don't talk to me like that." It's like, come on, man, make up your mind. You want a nigga to be able to speak honestly or not? Why can't you just say, "No, I'm not on that type of time right now," whatever it may be? It's the energy that is given back and forth is which allows people to know or be able to say their truth. Don't start what? Angelia? Don't start what? Nah, I'm only doing jump offs. Well, at least you're being honest, man. At least you're being honest. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at least you're being honest, man. Yeah, still a lot of people saying you really can't trust anybody. Um, yeah, man. Y'all was wild. All right, the next one is a good one. All right, the next one says, I start off trusting them until they show me that they're not to be trusted. I've tried to trust this one particular person, and time again, he shows me he's just someone whose actions don't match his words. I went as far as sitting outside his house, and he still don't know I was sitting outside his house. I got pictures of him with other women. I'm crazy, but I like my peace, so I don't say anything. And then again, I'm not going to jail. So I stay to myself. He's just not the one for me. I'm good. So, to answer your question, not all men are to be trusted. All right. I will tell him that's what I wanted. That's good. What's the way to say it? So, y'all, before we break down that last comment, what's the way to say it, y'all? Because if nigga just come outside, this nigga just come out his mouth and say, "No, I just want to fuck." Now you gotta say it a certain way. How the fuck you want a nigga to say it? What's the nice way of saying, "Yo, I just want to fuck"? What's the nice way of saying that? Y'all let me know. What's the nice way of saying that? What's the nice way of saying that? That's acceptable. What's the nice way of saying it? Nice way of being upfront and saying, "Yo, I just want to smash." Y'all let me know in the comments. Well, in the chat. What's the nice way of saying I just want to smash? All right. This comment is given. Yeah, you tried to trust him and he proved he was untrustworthy. But then you let him go on. Like, I can't give y'all all the game because I can't fully break all the bro codes. But I will tell y'all this, man. If you let a nigga play with you and get away with it, and then you still, y'all go on like as if nothing happened, or he's still allowed to do all the shit that he want to do and still have access to you, what you think a nigga gonna do? He gonna continue to do the same shit. He gonna continue to play the game that you allow him to play until you stop allowing him to play it. That is what the game is. So it's all upon would you allow? The nigga showed you that he was untrustworthy, and you kept on letting him do what he wanted to do. What they say, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. That's what I say, Tanya King. I think the only nice way for a guy to say I want to smash is to let the girl just say that's all she wants. Janine is saying no strings attached. I'm mad at that. That's cute. I like the video. I like the movie. Y'all saw the movie? Go watch the movie. No strings attached. But then guess what? They both got it. They both caught feelings. I'm looking for friends with benefits, man. Just trying to chill, not liking for nothing serious. The problem with that is you be lying to yourself, which in turns means you're lying to the person. Because most women say they're looking for friends with benefits, and that may be true in the moment. But once you become friends with benefits and you like that or you like the person, then you let your emotions take control and you break the boundaries. Watch the video again that I played at the beginning. There should be boundaries. Like, this is what I want to tell y'all. If you're having a friends with benefits situation, there's no cuddling, there's no talking, there's no texting all day. How was your day? X, Y, and Z. If you're just friends with benefits, that's a smash and dash situation. Anytime you start doing boyfriend and girlfriend activities, you're no longer just friends with benefits. Now you are growing a bond. Now you are becoming a situationship. That's not friends with benefits. Friends with benefits is like, yo, it's 2 a.m. Where you at? Can I come through? All right. I come through and smash. And then guess what? I don't spend the night. I leave. That's friends with benefits, man. The shit that y'all be calling friends with benefits is not that. And that's why I be confusion. You can't cuddle because cuddling is intimacy, Angelia. Cuddling is a part of intimacy. Once you start doing those bonding activities like cuddling, that cuddling is like we can have sex and that just be the physical act. Once we cuddle, you gotta kind of like the person to cuddle. Like, I'm not cuddling with somebody that I don't fucking like. Get your fucking ass off of me. Like, I smashed already. I'm trying to roll. There ain't gonna be no cuddling. No cuddling, people. No cuddling. That's leading the person on, man. No cuddling. That's what I'm talking about, Tiny King. You only communicate for the hookup. You don't communicate to be like, how's the kids? You want to go out to dinner? When we going on vacation? That's not friends with benefits. That's a situationship. You're doing too much. Don't lean into that word friends too much, Angelia. Friends means that we cool. That's all. That's all friends means. That means that we're cool. How many friends you got that you don't talk to every day? That's all that means. The friend word, don't throw that friend word or don't let that friend word confuse you. Cuddling is not allowed in friends with benefit situations, man. I promise you, it's not a good idea. It's not a good idea, man. All right, let's see if we have any more comments I want to go through before we wrap this up. Anybody got any questions? Put that in the chat as well. I'm here to answer all questions. And like I said before, the link is always in the description and at the top of the chat. If anybody wants to come on and tell a story or two or share an experience, it is always there. Welcome to the Prophecies, live every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Um, exactly, Tina Renee. Stick and move. That's what Friends with Benefits is. Let them stick it in, and then you move. All right. This says, I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to let one man ruin it for the next man. Then I'll be lonely for the rest of my life. And I love being in the right relationship. So I will trust again. And I do trust again for the right person. All men are not the same. So my answer will change from earlier that I said no trust. It's just some men are trustworthy and learn what some men need to learn what a relationship is. Yes, a lot of men do need to learn what a relationship is. And guess how you learn what a relationship is? Somebody tells you. It's called communication, people. If you're not communicating, how do you expect people to? Y'all just expect people to wake up one day and be like, yo, yesterday I learned what a relationship was. It don't work that way. It works from communication and conversation. If you whatever however you want this to be, you need to sit down with the person and say, yo, these are my expectations. These are my boundaries. This is what I'm looking for. And either you can fuck with this or you cannot fuck with it. But this is what I want and this is what I expect. If you want to have access to me, that's what you need to do. And far too many times that's not being done. What normally happens is a person sees somebody, like I told y'all earlier, a guy might see you, give you some attention because you was looking nice that day, and now you think he cute or whatever it may be, or you was lonely, whatever it may be, and y'all start talking, y'all start smashing. All of a sudden, there's feelings involved when we never even had conversations. How do you go from meeting somebody and then having feelings for them, but you never even had conversations to know how they feel and think about X, Y, and Z? That be the problem. Where's the conversation? Where's the conversation? See, this is what I'm talking about. I see y'all in the chat saying you can't communicate with them. You can't talk to somebody. How did you get to the fucking part? Y'all out here letting niggas fuck that ain't even communicating with you? what are we doing? Was you just trying to fuck? If you were just trying to fuck and do the sex with benefits thing, then cool. But if you wanted a relationship, how did you skip the relationship part? You skipped the relationship part. You went right to fucking. Stop skipping the relationship part and going straight to fucking. Have some conversation. Have some communication. You need to talk to these people so you can see if we are a match, so you can see if we're on the same page before we start fucking. Just meeting somebody and then fucking. What are we doing? What are we doing? I don't understand. Y'all gotta help me out. I'm lost. You can't talk to somebody who wants to yell. I cannot. I cannot. I cannot. I cannot. Refer to the video from earlier. She said, "Worry. If a person wants to yell instead of answering your questions, they are deflecting, which means they are not to be trusted. They're trying to pull the wool over your eyes. It's smoke and mirrors. This is like shit we did in high school, middle school. This is when girls used to call my mom house, and I used to tell my mom I'm not here because I don't want to fucking talk. I see you when I see you. That's what that is. It's the same shit. It's the same shit, man. And they'll do it as long as you allow them to do it. When I was a young boy and all them girls used to be calling my mom crib, and I used to be like, tell her I ain't here. They didn't care because they were just happy to be talking to me. They were just happy to be around me when they got a chance to be around me. As you grow older, you have to learn the separation between a relationship and just fucking. If you want a relationship, you gotta build that. You have to build the trust. You have to build the communication. If a person's not communicating with you, no, don't yell back, Tina Renee. That leads to volatile situations. Don't do that. Don't yell back. That leads to volatile situations. What I'm saying to you is this. If a person's not grown up enough to communicate with you or answer your questions, that's your answer. I don't understand like how we get past that part. I ask you a question and you just don't fucking answer me. And then I still can and then I still talk to you like nothing ever happened. No, fuck no. I asked you a question. Either answer it or we don't need to talk. How about that? Are you a grown up? Answer the question or we don't need to talk. And don't yell at me because now I feel threatened. Now you're being aggressive. Now I gotta get aggressive. Why are we doing that? Why are we doing that? All right, well, hold on, y'all. My camera died. I gotta switch cameras real quick. Give me a second. All right. Now let's wrap this up, man. Y'all done let my camera run out and everything, man. Does anybody have any last questions before we get up out of here? What's up, people? Any last questions before we get up out of here, man? My last point is go back and watch. Matter of fact, I'll play the video one more time for y'all because people acting like they can't hear or they're not paying attention.
I have ventured off of what I'm used to. I don't trust a man that doesn't have boundaries. And not to say that I need a man to put me in my place, but I want to recklessly trust and respect you. And if you're wavering, I can't trust you. If you're looking for outward validation, I can't trust you. If you're looking to go show your family that I'm the big bad wolf, I don't trust you.
Right.
You know, so if it may not feel good, and I've actually had this conversation before where it's like, look, like if the answer is no, then tell me no and say it from your chest. You know what I'm like, mean it, like really mean it. And I think that a lot of the times what people do is, or what men do is they don't want to hurt feelings. They don't want to make you upset. They don't want to whatever. Well, that's what leadership is. Leadership does not mean perfection. Sometimes leadership comes with some heat. And I may be cussing you out in my mind out of respect. I would never speak it from my mouth. But in my mind, it really makes me be like, oh, okay, my man knows where he's going. I trust your lead. I'll follow you anywhere, you know, and I feel like that's.
Now, once again, people, as we wrap up, I don't mean women should not trust all men in life. What I'm saying to you is that if you meet somebody and you want this to be something more than a sex buddy, you're looking for a relationship or you're looking for just a partner and a companion. How can you have a companion if the person doesn't communicate? If the person can't communicate with you, they can't be your companion. That's the point of a companion. This is where I get confused at. That's the whole point of it. A person needs to be able, not only need to, they should want to. Not only need to, they should want to communicate. So if they're not communicating or if they're just yelling and deflecting, look, it's over. It's over. We done. Because this is not what I'm here for. We're not doing it. Communication is easy and simple. People make it hard. It's a simple thing. You ask me something, am I hungry? Yes or no? can't just be like, nah, I don't want to answer. Nah, I don't feel like talking. Yes, they're not your fucking person. Yes, they're not your fucking person. It's that fucking simple. And I know it's hard because people be like, I was lonely. I don't have that many options. X, Y, and Z. Well, that ain't your fucking option either. That ain't your fucking option either. They just playing along to get along, man. And you following along. So, welcome to the Prophecies. Next week, we're going to do the big old polyamorous. I can see it now. Looks like good times. But hit the thumbs up button, people. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button so you can keep the algorithms moving. Exactly. Janine, it shouldn't be hard. Yes, stop beating that dead horse. They're not listening. Let it go. Let it go, man. What did I say, man? Let it go or let them go. That's how we doing. Let it go or let them go, man. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Shout out to all the members. This is the members only. I don't know if next week I might open up the forum for, just anybody in general because it's such a big topic next week. I'll think about it. We'll see, man. If y'all got any questions that y'all want to discuss or any topics, put those in the chat and in the comment section as well. And we will see y'all next Tuesday, people. I am the prophet. This is the prophecies and women. Last and foremost, I'm not saying you can't trust anybody. I'm saying don't trust everybody. You got it?